Today's video is all about those quiet guys out there and how to know if a shy guy likes you secretly. Now, you might be thinking, but I don't want a shy guy. I want someone who's confident and outgoing and can profess his love to me. But trust me, sometimes the quiet ones are the best ones when it comes to committed relationships. Today, I'm digging into the 10 signs you can look out for to decide if he likes you once and for all. Number 1, he goes out of his way to do nice things for you. He'll offer to do you a favor without you having to ask, bring you thoughtful gifts, and look out for your best interest. He speaks with actions more than words and doesn't expect much in return. This shy guy likes you. By the way, if he's doing these nice things in an office setting, don't forget to check out our latest video on how to tell if a male coworker likes you or is just being friendly. Number 2, at first, he's a fidgety, nervous mess around you. Have you ever been on a date with someone who can't stop tapping their foot or playing with their hair? That's a sign that they're either really into you or worried you may mug them. Assuming you aren't in the mafia or giving off robber murder vibes, we're going to go with the first one. He's going to seem flustered, fidgety, nervous, or even anxious around you. Look for blushing, the constant moving of the hands or feet, playing with his hair, and things like that. Basically, he won't stop moving around you. It's kind of like when you try to swat a fly and it keeps buzzing around your head. It just can't help but be drawn to you. Okay, so this guy is hopefully more attractive than a fly, but you get what I'm saying. Number 3, as he gets to know you better, he becomes more relaxed. The nerves of liking someone are usually the most intense at the beginning. It's almost like he's on a fight or flight response because he doesn't want to ruin his shot with you. Since we tend to make our judgments about people within the first few seconds of an interaction, I can't blame him for starting nervously. As time goes on and you two spend more casual time together though, he'll start to relax. Now he's not fidgeting as much, and he's actually able to hold a conversation with you. He might even crack a joke or two if you're lucky. It's also good to remember that it doesn't matter how long you've known each other. You could be comfortable friends for years, then he suddenly starts to like you and gets nervous, and now he'll need more time to readjust and get back into his comfort zone. This happened to me when I was friends with this kid Alex. We were good friends and had fun together until he started to like me. Suddenly our hangouts were awkward and unnatural. He confessed his feelings, and when they weren't reciprocated, he told me he couldn't even continue being my friend a few weeks later. It was the strangest friend breakup I've ever had, but I respect his decision. Be prepared for a whole up and down of emotions and behaviors as he works out his feelings. Number 4, he gets uncomfortable when other guys pay attention to you. Okay, remember my friend breakup with Alex? That really came from the fact that I liked another guy friend of mine at the time. I was pretty open about this crush because, well, Alex was my friend. Once he confessed his feelings for me, he also mentioned that he couldn't go on being my friend and hearing about my interactions with other guys with whom I was romantically interested. This discomfort is what pushed him to stop talking to me altogether. Number 5, he tries to help you in any way he can. Shy guys will tell you they like you through actions, which is why he'll try and help you out in any way he can. This is how he'll show the support he's capable of as a boyfriend, before he's a boyfriend. It could be helping you out when you're overwhelmed with school or work, buying you your favorite snack, providing an ear when you're fed up or upset, or even picking you up when you get stuck without a ride. He's like a knight in shining armor, except with a car instead of a horse. If you don't mind helping me out today too, I would love to get your like on this video and subscription to the channel. It would really make my day. Thanks, guys. Number 6, he pays extra attention to you in a group setting. Shy guys aren't going to get possessive or flutter around you like groupies, but they will subtly single you out in group settings. Some guys may focus their questions on you and not talk much to others. Or he might not say much, but he'll be listening to every word you say. Plus, if someone else interrupts you, he'll be the first to shut them down. It's like he's your own personal bodyguard. Number 7, he seems more anxious around you than other people. Along with fidgety behavior, you may notice that a shy guy likes you when he's more anxious around you than he is around other people. If he's just a timid person, he'll be anxious around anyone, but if he's shy and likes you, he's going to concentrate this behavior around you. I had a shy guy in my life once who was so quiet that he only spoke to his two close friends at school. Now and again, he had to speak to a classmate about school-related stuff, and it was fine. When he had to speak to my friend Jess, though, he would blush, stammer, and become a nervous Nelly. The difference in behavior is how we pinpointed his feelings for her. Number 8. He remembers little details you've mentioned in the past. He may not be a big talker, but this guy is a big listener. He'll remember the little things you mention and show he does through his actions. Like, if you told him you're allergic to peanuts, he'll never order Thai food with peanuts in it around you. Or if you mention that you love Halloween, he may pick you up some Halloween candy and ask you about your costume plans. Maybe you have a big deadline coming up, so he offers to take something off of your plate. It's all about following up and consideration. Number 9. He gets nervous if you touch him or brush past him. Physical touch is the gateway to romance, so it's no wonder he'll get extra nervous if you touch him. Maybe you pat him on the back, brush past him, or lightly touch his arm and he suddenly gets all jumpy. He's definitely not going to be the first one to initiate a hug during the hello or the goodbye. If you can pair this with a few other things on this list, he likes you. But that's key. If he simply jumps when you touch him and not much else, he probably just isn't a fan of physical touch. So take a few steps back and give the poor guy some space. The key is really to know your audience, so pay close attention to how he responds. There's a difference between being turned off by touch and getting flustered by touch. If you see any sort of grimace or uncomfortable looks on his face or even flinching, that's definitely a negative sign. But if you just see him blush, get nervous, and suddenly start to sweat, well then, he probably likes you. Number 10. He acts awkwardly when you compliment him. You could tell this guy he looks nice, or that you like his latest haircut, or that his style is on point, and he'll be tripping over his words for the next 5 minutes. He just doesn't know how to respond because he's thrown for a loop and is so excited to get a compliment from his crush. It's kind of cute, but also a little bit like watching a baby giraffe trying to walk for the first time. Awkward, but lovable. So, there you have it, folks. If you're wondering if a shy guy likes you, keep an eye out for these 10 signs. And if you're feeling brave, maybe even make the first move. Who knows? You might just end up with your very own bodyguard / knight in shining vehicle / baby giraffe. Or at worst, with a shy guy who's really good in a relationship. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. And as always, thanks for watching and have an awesome week.